Hey everybody, okay, so I don't know, so I can't really confirm how true this is, but I got a comment on my Instagram that was like, hey, I loved your little write-up in Inked Magazine, and I was on Inked Magazine's website, what was that, a couple months ago, right? And then I was on their YouTube channel, but they never told me anything about the magazine. So I've never, no one called me, no one emailed me about this magazine, so I just didn't even think about it. I don't know if this is true, so I tried to reply to the comment, and I'm not really sure what's going on, but it's Sunday, so my Barnes & Noble is going to close soon, so I'm just going to go for it. So the thing is, I have been home by myself all weekend, and John is supposed to be home any minute now, so I'm kind of just do I wait? Do I get the magazine tomorrow? I've kind of been waiting for this, waiting for confirmation or something, goddamn. So I want to see if this is true. It could be a couple things. One, the person who said they saw it may be subscribed to Inked Magazine, so they may have already gotten next month's early, you know what I mean? So I looked it up, and next month is supposed to be the lifestyle issue, and Post Malone is on the cover, and I was kind of thinking oh, maybe I'm in that issue because Post Malone started on YouTube, maybe they'll have lifestyle people, and I would kind of fit in the mix there, because this month's current issue is about motorcycles. You know what I mean? But I have no idea, because I haven't had any communication with Inked Magazine, so I don't know what is going on. I don't know what photo they used. I don't know anything. I guess I don't know anything. I kind of thought they would send me one in the mail. Okay, so it's 8:16. I've never ridden my bike faster. I have no idea where else I could get magazines right now. I don't even know where they sell magazines. Guess I'll walk back to my bike. I really can't think of where else would have a magazine to sell right now. I'm just gonna look up other bookstores. Okay, so Barnes & Noble is closed. I really don't know where else sells magazines. Every time I looked it up, it tells me these newsstands, and that is true. I definitely see them selling Playboy magazines and comic books and stuff, and they put little post-its on the covers so you can't see, but they're all closed. It's Sunday, and Sunday in Pennsylvania everything is closed. So I'm gonna try the CVS. I really honestly can't think of a place that sells magazines anymore. Even trying to think of where they are, I don't picture them here. I barreled out of my house, and my neighbor was something wrong, and I was I think I'm in a magazine. I just ran away. So my bike isn't even over here. It's 5 blocks away. I'm a mess. All right. Magazines. You know where they always have magazines? Bus or train stations.
Wait, here we go. Yeah, right. They don't have fucking Inked Magazine here. Invite Jojo Siwa. Damn it.
No? Okay. Do you have notebooks and stuff? That's upstairs? Okay, thank you. I've only been eating all the worst food physically possible for me, so I feel like shit riding my bike here at the speed of light and then running up and down these stairs. So I'm at my bike, and I'm just gonna unlock and give up for the night and come back here in the morning. All right, everybody, it is the next day, and I am about to leave to go to the store. I'm breaking out in a rash, so that's always cool. Get out the window, baby. I'm feeling very unconfident. I feel like I'm not in the magazine, you know? I feel like it might be a mistake. So let's head downtown. I had other stuff I wanted to do today, god damn it. But all right, let's see if this is for real, for real.
Okay. Back at the bookstore.
Ooh, we're jaywalking. Okay. Alright, it's probably pretty loud, so I'm shouting at my phone in the street. Okay. Let's see. What's tat life?
I feel like I used to know the people who were on the covers of these things. Oh my god, tell me it's not here. What?
Excuse me? I'm looking for Inked Magazine. I didn't see it over there.
No inked.
Shoot.
Sorry about that.
One thing I don't want to be doing is walking around town filming myself. But Barnes & Noble doesn't have it. I was like, damn, is it really sold out like that? And he said that they generally only get like 5 or 6 copies. So because it's mid-month, it's probably sold out by now.
Or we could take
So I was like, I don't know where to get magazines. Like if I recall, I think I have like a vlog where I'm at 30th Street Station and they didn't even have like a lore magazine, you know what I mean? So I don't think they would have like a considered naughty tattoo magazine. So in my mind, I can picture like different newsstands around the city will sell different things. Like there's a newsstand by the gallery that sells comic books, and then there's a newsstand, like the green newsstand. So sometimes they sell like Snapples. So I was like, can you, the person was so helpful. Do you have a tattoo magazine? No? Like, but can you think of any newsstands that might sell like Playboy? Like they might have it. And they told me to go 4 blocks this way. So now I'm going 4 blocks this way. I was like, yeah, I think I'm in that magazine. And they were like, what? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know, and no one sent me one.
Here's one. The last one I went to didn't sell magazines, so maybe this one does.
Okay, I just remembered there is a newsstand in the SEPTA Museum, and that's my only lead. If now we're at the gallery, which is a pretty big train station at Market East Station. If I don't find it, I might as well just ditch my bike and get on the train and go to 30th Street Station and just like hope there's multiple newsstands in the area. If not, there's a college bookstore up there, and you know, I left the house thinking I wasn't even in this magazine, so I don't know.
Okay, this is a newsstand, but looks like they've only got a couple. Thank you.
Hey, Steven. You have tattoo magazines? Tattoo magazines?
I don't think, no, we don't
No.
have it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'm in this concourse, and from what you can see, it's a little lawless down here, so I don't want to be down here any longer.
Alright, that newsstand doesn't sell anything. There's a CVS right here. Where did the last time? Rite Aid? We can check out the CVS. I don't know when I should give the fuck up.
So a little bit change of plans. I realized my bike is parked on 19th Street, which is much closer to 30th Street than 8th Street, where I am. So let's take the shadiest way possible. We're gonna get my bike. I just like didn't want to ride my bike in this temperature, but I'm realizing that I haven't ran into a single newsstand that even sold anything other than lottery tickets, to be honest. I swear there were newsstands that used to sell like comic books and stuff. So I'm gonna walk down Chestnut. There's like some hospitals over here, so maybe there's like some reading materials. Take the slow way back to my bike, and then pedal over to 30th Street Station.
I honestly don't know if I'm supposed to walk up to that thing, but I really don't see any other bike parking here. But we are at 30th Street Station. Alright. We get some naughty on top. So I feel like that's a good sign. Train magazines. Any tatties? I think this is it. I think that's the only tattoo magazine. Even though this is a Barnes & Noble, this seems to be the only magazines they have. I'm glad they have this here.
Okay, I know I said it was over, but I don't know if you can tell this whole, oh my god. So this bookstore's under renovation, so they said that most of their magazines were cut back too, but they recommended a place that sells a bunch of international magazines just a couple blocks away, and they said that they might have niche magazines too, along with the international magazines. I wouldn't mind buying any magazine at this point. So I have the address typed into my phone.
I'm leaving Avril now. They didn't have it, and I felt bad not buying anything because I did like mosey around for a little while, so I bought this iced tea that I hate, but the guy was like, oh, like, you didn't find what you were looking for? Because I was like, wow, this is such a great collection of magazines, and I really recommend Avril 50 to anybody in Philadelphia who's looking for like international magazines, like, but I was like, oh, I'm looking for Inked Magazine, and he was like, oh, I feel like I normally get that, let me double check. And he said that he must have either been sold out or he gets a similar magazine, because he had like a European kind of tattoo magazine too, that I got a clip of, but I didn't pick up. Not because I, like, everything there was very exciting, but I just like, I want to go home. So with no luck, I started calling around 2 stores in New Jersey. 3 stores didn't have it. 1 store had 1 copy of last month's magazine. So she said tomorrow, she said like every Tuesday or Wednesday, like a magazine guy comes and straightens up everything, stocks the magazines that might be out of stock and whatever. So she told me to call her tomorrow. Hey, so I just got off the phone with a Barnes & Noble in Deptford, New Jersey. So I called, and the person who picked up knew who Post Malone was, so that was cool, because the last couple people I'm like, oh, the cover is like a mugshot man. So I was like, oh, do you have Inked Magazine? It's got Post Malone on the cover. And he was like, oh, I know what Inked Magazine is, and I know who Post Malone is. And I was like, 2 for 2. Deptford did tell me they can't hold the magazine for me though. With other Barnes & Nobles, I've called and I'm like, I'm looking for a certain magazine, can you hold it for me? And they've all said yes, except for this Barnes & Noble. So I'm just hoping no one is in Deptford, no diss. And by the time John comes home, he's okay with going out there. He said he would drive me anywhere as long as I buy dinner, so. What do you recommend in Deptford? And this is our magazine. Sorry if the final shots seemed a little anticlimactic. We actually got stuck in some like crazy beach traffic on the way to Deptford from Philadelphia, like people from the weekend going down the shore. So we were kind of stuck in the car for a long time, and by the time we got to Barnes & Noble, I was just like, give me that magazine, and we left. There was no like, ah moment. This is the issue of my Inked magazine that I am featured in. So it's kind of cool. It's not like a big thing. It's not like a 2-pagey kind of thing. It's just, well, first of all, I'm really excited that it is the cover with Post in it. There he is.
I left like a really thirsty comment on his Instagram that was like, stoked to be in the same magazine as you, Post. So this is it. This is my page. It is across from an ad for jewelry. And it's this picture of me that I did with Inked. So it's like my little strap for my tank top like needs to be pulled up. Oh, this poor girl. And I'm like pissed. You better read my questions and like and subscribe. And then there's just a couple questions down here. A lot of them are the same questions from my Inked Magazine video interview, if you guys watched that. One of these questions is actually wrong. It says, how did you officially start getting ink? And it said, I got my first tattoo when I was 16 without parental consent. And actually, the first tattoo I got were manatees on my back, and my mom drove me there, signed the papers, sat with me there. But nah, my mom was chilling. She had a cigarette with the tattoo artist afterwards. My mom signed for my belly button ring, my tongue ring. She was totally D, so don't get the wrong impression that my mom's not totally D. There's actually some other YouTubers in this magazine as well. Yeah, there's this whole spread on like YouTubers who also have tattoos. So I think Devin really likes YouTube. Jeffree Star's in here, Nikita Dragon, Pewds, Casey Neistat. This is $7 and I'm glad we finally found it. I am beyond excited to, you know, be in an issue of Inked Magazine. It's kind of like this is like the first interview like I've ever been interviewed as like a YouTuber. And it's just really cool that like this is me. I wish you guys could see more of my tattoos. I kind of just look like a bratty girl and not like a tattooed person. I was hoping they'd use that picture of my leg because that's one of my favorite pictures ever taken of me, and like Inked owns that picture. So maybe, you know, one day we'll see it again or something like that. Though finding this magazine was not exaggerated. It was really hard. My grandparents still haven't found a copy, but I'm still pretty excited they could borrow mine, you know. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for the support. Obviously, I couldn't have been in a magazine without you guys. Thank you to everybody who like reached out and sent me pictures of their magazine while I could not find it. Hunting this down was kind of crazy, so you guys like helping me through it was really cool. I love you guys so much. If you guys missed it, I had a pretty cool tattoo video from last week and plenty of other tattoo videos in my tattoo playlist. But, you know, pretty cool. I've leafed through this a million times. I'm on page. I'm after the like YouTubers page.